Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon with me and Ditto. As you may notice, the style of my videos have changed. Recently, since the summer holidays have already begun, I watched some animation videos and liked them very much. Therefore, I will try to implement quirky and funny animations in my videos to enhance the quality of them. Shout out to Jaiden Animations and the Odds Ones Out, as well as other animators that inspired me to make this change. Of course, I won't make this channel in the first place if it weren't for the massive Pokemon YouTube community and its cast of Poketubers. Anyways, I've decided besides the change in art style, I should have a steady upload schedule. I will upload a video every Friday at 10 p.m. GMT -8. So, stay tuned for this new style of videos. Please consider subscribing to my channel. It really makes me and my Ditto's day. On the other hand, consider paying a visit to the Ryan and Ditto Discord server. There, you can submit funny or close battles, or send me some video ideas that might get you featured. Me, and my Ditto, of course, would really appreciate your support as our channel only has 12 subscribers. And a bit more attention would really make us a tad bit happier. Okay, I'm done with the announcements and now to the serious stuff. Pokemon. It's complicated, but within this multi-part tutorial, you'll be able to understand the basics and some other complicated stuff about the mainline games and Pokemon Showdown, and have a running start. Now, without further ado, today we're talking about types, moves, and abilities. First, types. Yeah, the classic Charmander versus Squirtle, Pikachu versus Onix, Rayquaza versus Groudon and Kyogre, and so on. A type, basically, has its respective strengths and weaknesses. For example, a water type, like Squirtle, beats Charmander, a fire type, but it is weak to Bulbasaur, a grass type. This is basically rock, paper, scissors, but with Pokemon. Of course, there are more types than the three aforementioned shown in this graph. One type can also be good against or weak against multiple types. One of the most important and prominent offensive types, ground, checks fire, electric, rock, poison, and steel, but is weak to grass, water, and ice. One type can also have resistances and or immunities to other types. For example, the flying type resists bug, grass, and fighting type moves, and is immune to ground type moves. Of course, we can't forget about stab. Stab stands for same type attack bonus, and basically a Pokemon gets a 1.5 boost to attacks of its typing. For example, a Hydro Pump attack without items would deal more damage if a Blastoise, a water type, used it compared to a Dragapult, a Pokemon without the water type. So, in this battle, I sent out my Alolan Raichu, which uses Rising Voltage under the electric terrain, giving it a boost to it along its stab against the Pelipper, as shown. As Pelipper is a water and flying type, electric type moves do double super effective damage against the Pelipper, resulting in me one-hit KOing it. So, here we have a battle that's shown here. Effects. Let's go for our lead. Pokemon, a Tyranitar. So, they sent out an extra drill. So, this is an ability. Sandstream. It, of course, whips up sand. And it causes a weather, which is called Sandstorm. Different abilities have different other effects. For example, Sandstream causes Sandstorm on switching. So here, I'm going to go for Earthquake since it's super effective on the opposing Excadrill, who is a Steel type. He goes for Rapid Spin, which is resisted because Rock resists Normal. And here, I do big damage to him. So, theoretically, one more Earthquake should be able to finish off this Excadrill. But he swaps into his Flygon. Let's talk about abilities. There are special qualities that each Pokemon can have. Some boost your power, others grant you immunities, or even cause weather effects. For example, the one we just saw, Sandstream, causes a Sandstorm, a weather effect. In this battle, I'm using the same Tyranitar but with the move Rock Tomb. When the battle starts, I set up Sandstorm while the opposing Golduck activates its ability, Cloud 9, which negates weather effects. Therefore, at the end of the first turn, it does not take any damage from the Sandstorm. Then, Golduck uses Water Gun, but I tank it but lower its speed, pretty much guaranteeing a feint. After this, the trainer swaps to Dragapult, from which my Tyranitar also uses Rock Tomb on. I expected my speed to be lowered, but it doesn't. That is due to its ability Clear Body, which blocks its stats from being lowered by an opponent's move. Then the battle goes on, and I KO'd the Golduck with a low power smackdown. Now, back to abilities. Even though they might seem overpowered, there are ways to overcome them. For example, the move Smackdown, makes Pokemon with immunities to ground-type moves to lose them. That allows for a much more advantageous situation. Now, back to Flygon. Since I don't have any super effective moves against it, there's only one choice, which is using Smackdown and then Earthquake. I hit the Smackdown, grounding the Flygon and finally knocking it out. To learn more about the effects of abilities, because I'm lazy, and there are a lot of abilities, please check these videos made by MandJTV, a leading Poketuber in the YouTube community. There's one last guideline before this video ends. It's always crucial to prioritize which moves you should use against different Pokemon. First, check if it's super effective. Second, check how powerful it is. For example, my Aerodactyl is facing a Charizard. As my Rock-type move, Stone Edge, does super effective damage to the Charizard. Unlike the neutral Ice Fang and the immune Earthquake, I go for Stone Edge, OHKOing it. As you have understood about types, moves, and abilities in this video, stay tuned for next week's video about tactically switching your Pokemon. See you next week, and bye.